You touched the Days Gone week, the blog. I don't usually say that, but I touched about that in the intro. You you are pretty connected with the Days Gone community, partly because of the blog. Let's start there. Your blog is really meaty, really full of everything from interviews that you did to the developers and voice actors to photos to walkthroughs to everything that I can think about. It's there. It's pretty impressive to see that you don't have just your opinions out there. You have a whole. If people don't like interviews, they can go there for the virtual photography. If they don't like virtual photography, they can go just to find clues about the game. How is it planned? Is something that it's organic? You just think about it. You put on the blog. How does that work?
Yeah, it's pretty much organic. Ideas just come. I feel like it's silly to say, but sometimes I feel like a developer. I will literally watch TV shows or movies to gain inspiration for Days Gone content, and and then once I get an idea, I just kind of roll with it, and I just try to pump it out when I can. And like you said, I try to cover every base there is for Days Gone. So like it began with me just writing short stories and a couple of things about the game, like my thoughts on Days Gone, what I'd like to see in Days Gone 2, things like that. But then as we kept going, it just kept expanding, and then the community just kept getting bigger. And then for people who come to my blog and read these things that I just share because I have fun doing it, I appreciate that. So then I start doing like, you know, lately I made a whole community section on the blog. So it's nothing about me. It's just all about the community. So there's a VP Days Gone feature. So every single month I run the VP Days Gone theme with a different theme specific to Days Gone. I pick one photo that really stands out to me and I feature that on the blog that will stay there permanently. Fan art Fridays. I scour Twitter looking for people who've done Days Gone fan art, and I do that every Friday, which I kind of got from Ben Studio and other developers who also do that. I just kind of did my own little spin on it. Um, people who submitted fan appreciations for Days Gone Week, that's on there. Like you said, walkthroughs from other people are on there. I actually, there's going to be something else coming, like where it's going to be like a creation zone where people who's made anything about Days Gone, whether it's a video or something like that, I'm going to add that on there as well. Just something to where people can go and see their stuff. And it's not just all me, because I'm not focusing the blog and everything on me. So yes, it's organic, but I also do have somewhat of a plan going forward with the Days Gone and the Broken Road, and making it more than just making it a community wide thing. So if a sequel does come, there's a place for everyone to go and interact and speak positively about games and Days Gone, and just a fun place for everyone just to share their, just to be a nerd.
you you touched two things that I was going to ask: the fan art Friday and the themes, the monthly themes. But the Discord, you also have a Discord. So juggling the website with the Discord with the Twitter, it must be something special, something that takes you quite of your free time. You have three kids. You
Yep.
have your passion for Days Gone, so you have to play Days Gone and other games, and you have all of this going on. How do you juggle everything?
Oh man,
Because
my spare
I
time,
want, it's not for the show. I want to know the secret because I find myself without time most of the time.
right? Well, it's why I have such a large backlog. I can say that. um, but a lot of my spare time it does go towards Days Gone. So usually always my free time is at night. My kids have always had a strict bedtime. Good for them and good for me and my wife. So once they go down, they're pretty much down for the night. So I'm lucky in that regard because I know usually kids wake up a lot. I mean, my son, he's still little, so he wakes up some more and I go and get him. But other than that, once they're down, they're down. So that's my time to get my Days Gone content going. That's if I come down and I'll turn it on for an hour and just do strictly focus on photos for an hour, just so I can load up for the next week. Then I'll do that, or I'll go ahead and I have an idea, so I'll type it up on the computer real quick. Because once I get an idea, I'm pretty quick at kind of pumping it out. But yeah, it's when you say you have kids, people are like, "Oh, how do you have time to play video games?" It's all about time management. I mean, yeah, there's times I put them down and I pass out, and then I don't. There's no games for me that night. But then there's times where they go right down at 8 o'clock. I'll maybe jump on at 9 o'clock, and then I have until 9 to midnight, and that's a lot of stuff I can get done in a few hours. And then that's pretty much how I juggle it. And like I'm still in Act 2 of Ghost of Tsushima, so I get there. I finish games. It just takes me a while.
One of the first games that I saw you share outside of Days Gone was Concrete Genie.
Hmm.
That's some contrast right there. Like,
Yeah.
completely opposite games. I was really hyped for Concrete Genie before the game came out, but never saw anyone actually getting pumped for that game. And once it
Right.
came out, you were one of the first to share pictures of it. Why the choose Concrete Genie? Why the difference between the two games?
Um, after playing Days Gone, I mean, it's not the happiest go luckiest game. So, Concrete Genie seemed to fill that void. Like, you know what? Let's step back, let's join something, and get into something lighthearted. And that's what it looked like. It just looked like something where I could just jump in and have fun. And I love PlayStation. I love everything PlayStation. Sony, Pony, whatever. I don't. I love PlayStation games. So when I saw Concrete Genie, I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. And jumped into it. Loved it. Got the platinum. Was enjoying the photo mode, the art, the different art styles. So dramatically different from Days Gone. So it was fun taking pictures outside that realm for the first time since I started this whole virtual photography thing with Days Gone. And then, the devs over for Concrete Genie, they started, liking my stuff and commenting, and that was really cool. And yeah, and it was actually a funny story, real quick. When I platinum Concrete Genie, I put out my little thing, just platinum it, put a couple pictures out, and Jeff Ross, the game director from Days Gone, um, he was like, I can't believe this betrayal." And it was a funny interaction right there because I'm like, Jeff, it's not what it looks like, man. And he's like, so and then it was this whole thing. It was just great. But yeah, that was like my first game that I kind of stepped outside of Days Gone virtual photography.
Oh, that's a cool story right there. I can. Oh, I must have missed it. But something like, I know this might not sound as pleasant as I want it to be, but I'm doing this for close to 2 years, and I just got to 4,000 followers. You are doing this for a little over 1 year and got
Mm.
to 3,000 followers. From someone outside of VP, these numbers might not seem as much. It's
Mm.
pretty reasonable numbers, but for someone inside VP, they are big. Not every VP gets to 1,000, and after that, it's a whole thing that it gets shorter and shorter as the numbers grow, but you did it so fast, so quickly. Your growth has been impressive to watch, and I believe that part of it is because you are such a nice guy for everyone, not just for the Days Gone community or the virtual photography community, but you are a nice guy on Twitter. It's one, you are one of the people that are the nicest to interact with, because you don't have anything bad to say any time. But is there something that you think it's the secret behind your success, or it just surprises you every day that
It This whole thing has surprised the hell out of me. um, like I said, when I started, I didn't expect anything. I When I first shared them a couple screenshots, I had like 20 bot followers, maybe. I don't know. Um, I think a big ingredient to it was numbers were never really my concern. I never cared for them. Us now, I, I'm not going to say I don't care for them. I appreciate the support that I get. But the number thing really still just it doesn't really mean anything to me. I think that's helped because I try not to just beat people over the head. Hey, come check out my blog. Come check out my blog. Come do this. I'm not. I'm just doing what everyone else is doing, sharing my love for a game. Um, a lot of people share their love for multiple games. I just do it for one, and the reception I've received from that has been just outstanding. I've met some really great people. Um, like I said, the support has what's made this so great. Because I don't consider myself just part of the Days Gone community. I consider myself part of the virtual photography community and the games in general. And um, you know, things with the devs have helped. It's not. I don't just do just virtual photography on my page. It's pretty much anything Days Gone. If it's news about Days Gone, I'll do that. If it's interviews, I'll do that. If it's short story, anything Days Gone, I put out there. Um, but yeah, it's when hit that number recently, I was like, wow, that's crazy. I literally share one game, so I'm like, if you guys aren't sick of me by now, well, hey.
well, when the sequel comes out, you will be sharing about two games. So
Yeah, yeah.
plans for the future, Kevin. Do you have any? You spoke about something in the blog, but like anything else that you are looking for to do in the internet thingy?
Yeah. I've always got plans that I kind of hold back. Um, Everything's related to Days Gone on the Broken Road, of course. Uh, and especially once and if the sequel comes out. Once that comes out, and if it does, then it's like my time to shine. Then there's a few things I want to put out at that time to, kind of get the hype train going and just, really start supporting Ben that way and stuff. But immediate thing would be videos. I do want to do more videos.
I heard
We're kind of
YouTube is it's a great place for videos, not stressing at all.
Yeah, I've heard that. But something maybe kind of along those lines of gameplay tips or walkthroughs. But that's also more of a sequel thing too, because at this point, yeah, obviously people are always playing games that were released a year ago, but walkthroughs and tips, all that stuff has kind of been overdone already because the game's been out for more than a year now. But yeah, videos, some other things, like I said, I don't want to put out there quite yet, but I've always got plans. I'm always thinking, man. I'm always thinking.
Yeah, I have lots of those too. Like I think about something, it's in the back pocket. Someday maybe. Yeah, I know what
Right.
you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the day comes, it's really stressful.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also rewarding. So if you want to do videos, I support that because I don't think there is a YouTube channel dedicated to Days Gone, and that would be really cool to see.
Yeah, I don't believe so, which is one of the reasons why I did the start of the blog, because there's when I started at the time there was no Days Gone central focus thing. So I started that and I'm like, hey, maybe this will work out.
I I found out that the internet is about finding your little place, and
Right.
people will join your little place, and your little place
Yeah.
becomes a place, and without you noticing, it's a big place now that everyone can
Yeah.
join. Yeah, I found out that the internet is all about that.
Yeah.
So, Kevin, we are actually out of time. Something that you want to plug? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Viking Dad 278. And then you can also find the Days Gone blog at thebrokenroad.blog.
That's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and you can find me on everywhere. If there is a search bar, type on .pon, you will find me. See ya.